Hi everybody, B11911 here once again for an RPG Maker XP event command tutorial. This time I'll be explaining all of the picture commands. So first off, I'm going to show you show picture. And it comes up with this big screen of all these different things. And it looks confusing, but I'm going to explain these. Because that's what I do. So the number, it's pretty much an ID. You can have multiple pictures on the screen at one time. And this number is an ID. And it goes all the way up to 50, so you can have 50 pictures on the screen at one time. Actually, you can have more, but I'll explain that later. So this picture is going to be picture number 1, and you pick a graphic, whichever picture you want to show, and it pretty much, the default is just faces. You can import pictures. I have my whole intro in pictures, and I'll show you that later. Actually, I might end up having to put it in a different video, depending on how long this takes. So I'll import this face, and display position. I actually have one set up for this guy, I think. Oh, it's something completely different. Here, this guy. So I have it show picture. I've picked the graphic for it, and I have the origin set to upper left. The constant X and Y is where on the screen it's going to show up. So I'll show you for X and Y I've picked 410 and 185, and I'll show you where those end up. And you really have to mess with these and find out where the picture is going to end up. Variable, um, you should know about variables. Variables can have different amounts, and they can change. So, um, let's say that variable 1 is worth 5. So the X and Y coordinates right now would be set to 5, 5. So just keep that in mind. For zoom, I have 50, which is 50% of the original size, because the faces that come with RPG Maker XP by default are really big. So I've cut it in half X and in half Y, so it's actually a quarter of the original size. The opacity is 255, so it's completely solid, and blending is normal, so um, it doesn't have any alpha or gamma added or subtracted to it. And I'll show you what this looks like. This is a way to add a graphic to your text, and I've made a video on it explaining how to do this. So I talk to this guy, and you can see where the picture ends up. Yeah. So if you don't have erase picture after it, then the picture is going to stay on the screen. And you have to set, on erase picture, you have to set what number. So that's the ID. You could have multiple pictures set to the same number, but if you use erase picture, it'll erase both of them. If you use move or rotate picture, which I'm going to explain in a second, it'll affect both of the pictures. So let's see, move picture. Well, I'll show picture first, I guess. And it was, what, 480, 185, something like that. So I know it's going to be on the screen, and I'll keep the zoom and all that the same. But, so I have show picture, and then if I use move picture, you have to select the picture ID, so number 1, the time in frames on how how long you want it to move at a constant of, we'll go, I don't know, 16 by 15. So this is going to move to the right 16, and it's going to move downward 15. And actually, you can change the zoom on it here so it can look like it's shrinking, or if you change the opacity, it'll look like it's fading out. Yeah. Oops. I'm just gonna put a graphic with this so I can find it. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. Now, insert. If you use rotate picture, you select the picture ID, and you change the speed at which you want it to rotate. And I don't know what this looks like because I haven't used this, but we'll see what it looks like right now. Oh, yeah, that's cool. It's rotating. It looks like it's rotating from the upper left, corner. So I'm gonna put these at 50 so we can see it easier. Make it a quarter of the original size. So I talk to him, and you can see it shrunk while it was moving. But yeah. So now there's also change picture color tone, and that puts a hue on the picture itself. It tints it. You select the number, once again, the ID. You select what color you want it to change to, and once again, gray takes color away. And you select the amount of frames you want it to happen over. And talk to him. And it changes the color tone. So there's my picture tutorial. If you have any questions about how I made my putting uh, a picture in text, I've made a video on it. Go check it out. If you have any other questions or comments, leave me a message or a comment on this video. Send me a personal message. Don't forget to subscribe and rate me 5 stars. And I'll see you in my next tutorial, guys. Bye.